Great and beautiful morning and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this moment. Welcome to 422 edition of Invest Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. Yes, I'll say that the market and the global scene are really on a flat mode, waiting for what the 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 almighty inflation figure for the month of April in US. Other markets in Asia, in Europe, all are looking forward to this data. It tells you that this data is very important across across the globe. Both the central banks of this mature economy are also to see what is the Fed going to do as they expect to see this data. Don't forget that at the beginning of the chairman of the Fed, he said that all decisions will be guided by what? By economic data and also the happenings in the economy. And I will tell you that you have seen that the US economy have stabilized, still recovering. But he said to himself in the last discussion we had on Tuesday that yeah, it's proud that yeah, the economy has expanded, but it's not seen that inflation will go lower than what it is. It's very simple. But the good thing that it's not as high as before. One thing is that it also sends a signal. Will Fed continue to hike rates, or is it time to slow down? He has given us also an insight that the likely rate hike for US economy or for Fed is very slim, but the possibility of going down. But they want to see data first before they take decision, because those two they want the economy to also to drive to strive and also expand. Don't forget that it is this monetary policy that drive most of the economic growth and expansion. In connection with what fiscal authority policy or fiscal dimension. Yes, before we go further, I want to look at what is happening in Asia market right now. We saw a very a marginal. I would say actually most of them are flat. A marginal increase in the trading or on the shares of stocks in the Asia market. That means we saw a light green in that market. I'll tell you that all eyes are still on what are still on this US data as to speak. These are the factors that are going to influence the market. Even though in China we saw that most of the stocks in China slowed down in China market as a result of what the new tariff that is coming from US. This also affecting China market. But one thing that China also have gone ahead to leave the rate in that economy unchanged, saying that yes, the economy is trying to recover from the latest economic data they've seen. That also will be a plus for China. But these are the things that is happening there. For us to tell you that in Japan, in that same Asia zone, we're seeing that Japan stock has tried to beat out this hour, or in that market as a result of what we're seeing that there's a demand on stronger companies because of better numbers that are posted by this company. And also, let's put it the way that better kind of a reward given to shareholder in terms of either share split, also the buyback program of this company, especially Sanyo and others that result in Japan that have impacted what the trading or the stock market there positively. We saw improved sentiment in Japan because of what this first quarter, and also the GDP for first quarter for Japan also saw that also it may also move slightly up also as expected by Thursday. There already a sign that they are likely to have a marginal growth or positive growth also in Japan. The all eyes are still on the GDP figure on Thursday this same week. But these are the things that also in India also so that after the election also all eyes are still despite the caution trading we are looking at yes at the end of this election conclusion will come where this economy is going. But don't forget that India has remained one of the fastest growing economy in the world in the last 4 to 3 years now. For me, it's a good news for them. But at the end of this election, totally, that will not give us a clear direction where that market is going. But if we look forward to what is happening also in Europe, Europe is a market that yes, they have connection with China in terms of activity. And when the China economy slows down, it also affects the eurozone. But now we're seeing that the eurozone also is that today we are seeing record are showing that US is becoming one of the big trade ally of the eurozone, which is also good. Don't forget that when there's a weak dollar, you see activities improving both in the commodity market and all around. But if Europe is gradually withdrawing from China as the big trade partner, I'll tell you that also it has also reflecting on what on their activity because we are seeing that this recent US tariff on China product, put to believe that the Chinese also going to respond in one way or the other to it, and that as they were also telling on the global market, because it's not going to be like a war between these two big economy that dictates the direction of the world in terms of economic activities. But if you look at European shares or stock now, they are recording high ahead of what? Ahead of US inflation data. And I'm not surprised because we are seeing that the industrial sector of the European market have lifted the index this morning, have moved it toward positive sentiment, and also investors trying to reward the position their portfolio going towards what where there is safety. I tell you, that is why portfolio reshuffling and sector rotation will continue in any market. Why? Because of what? Because of this opportunity they are seeing in that regard. That's why you must keep your eyes on what on this market. But I believe that it has the work for telling you where the economy is going. Yes, we really look at what is happening in US. US was saying that the latest data that came from US, the producer price index was faster than expected. That also is a sign that with the US inflation figure, that is the consumer price index for the month of April, look up, because you can see the impact of high prices that reflected on the producer's price index. That is likely, and that is why you see all eyes on it, because this will shape the policy of what of Fed in terms of rate cut or not. Like I mentioned earlier, that China Central Bank left their key policy rate unchanged for the meeting that was held recently. Ruling that maturity also for me is a good one for them. That is also a good thing that in line with the expectation of the economy to expand. This is a good one. Like I told you earlier that China also is strongly opposing the US tariff hike that are also pleading to see how it can be sorted out, and also China also more likely also raise their own tariff against the. There's another trade war. If you remember, I said it at the beginning, like 2 weeks ago, that trade war is likely coming back. What we saw during the time of Trump is about to come back in the global market, which also is a sign that every investor in the market also take note of that and also invest wisely to stay ahead of the market. It's very, very important. Back to US market. US market, like I said, all eyes are still on on April consumer price in that. Likely, to see what this figure will look like. And because this will also chart a new path for the Fed, Fed committee, or for the Federal Reserve, monetary policy, anything call them. This will, because this consumer price there is due, to hit the market any moment from now in that environment. That will also, if you look at what is also happening in that environment, we're seeing that some results that came also are looking good, even when the market is a bit flat. Like I said, we're seeing that the meme stock continue to work to surge. Even in other market, because are international, these are game companies that are also coming up powerfully in that environment, video game and all those stuff. It's a good way of diversifying your portfolio depending on you, and also understanding what the business, and also looking at the figures or the numbers and manage for them to guide you. These are very things that we want to look at. Also, we expect that the Cisco to report their earnings today at the end of close of business there. Yes, we also saw that the crude oil price also rise on the group of tight supply. And but despite that, OPEC left the focus for demand and supply unchanged. We are seeing that because of crude oil production drop in US, that inventory slowed down. These are part of that also influencing oil price right the way as well. But this oscillation have continued in that space, in that commodity market, especially crude oil, that investors also should keep their eye. Yeah, if you look down, look the way of Africa, I would say that Africa market is not left behind. The mid-trend and flat position we are seeing also have continued. Despite that in NTS, like Nigeria market, we are seeing a continuing kind of higher lows as a result of what profit taking and sell off, and also investors waiting to see what the outcome of next week fixed income market option will be. Also, that CPN are giving also a sign that as far as the inflation continues to rise, they're going to also hike interest rate to checkmate this. And also today, all eyes in Nigeria are also on inflation data for the month of April. Any moment from now, that will also give investors a clear direction what is the state of the economy, as also ahead of what MPC meeting next week, 21st of May, and also we're looking forward to see the Q1 GDP to tell us the state of the economy in the last first 3 months of the year. So I think to show the market, but the market is a bit dull, waiting for what a trigger, but also we're expecting that most companies are likely to read their numbers, especially from the oil sector, also from insurance industry, and also many of the banks are yet. Today we saw notification from the first bank of releasing their own first quarter and audited 2023 to honor before what 30th of May. We'll see more of them. We'll still yet to see results from Sterling Bank, yet to see results from Jaiz Bank. All of them are looking forward to see where this company results are pointing to, give market a clear direction where the market is going. But with all these numbers, we have seen already the ones that come despite their means. It's also a clear direction how you can also reposition your portfolio. But I tell you that the banks remain a place that investors should look at this. Despite the proposed capitalization also, which all banks are making an effort, already putting their plans on ground. You must understand what is happening in the industry that you can also make informed investment decisions to stay ahead of the market. But before we go looking at the state of the market and also going to our technical part of the market, we look at the result that came from the telecom sector, especially the two giants in that industry. We have seen that their numbers have come below market expectation as a result of these companies continue to post losses. What is in for investors in that industry, and what are the potential that these companies will rebound going into the future? What is the government doing, and what will the company and their shareholder doing to ensure that they return back to what the profitability line? These are things I want to look for. But with the numbers we are going to discuss, we'll give us a side where to be. Are you to be in MTN or to be what in AIRTEL? You must understand where you should also be as a trader or investor. Expecting that even from now, also be seeing first quarter result from AIRTEL, also be seeing a second quarter result from AIRTEL. Will these losses continue? What will fit of investor at the end of the year? Let's start from the MTN number. MTN number, we're looking at the Q1 MTN that the numbers that read we saw from the figure that the revenue or the total value of the moved from 568.13 billion to 752.98 billion. It is 33% up in the grid, which is a good one for the company. You saw that the top line of this company remained robust, and as a result of what impact of increase in demand for data, increased demand for AirTel, and also increased number of people having access to phone. These are the things that you also put that. And also don't forget that this company also has introduced Momo Money, another word. They have introduced the G5. These are also impacting their sales. But at the end of the day, we see that high cost of operation, and at the same time, FX losses as a result of currency devaluation has also eat into the company's operation, even for first quarter, the first 3 months of 2023. Don't forget that this is a company that put about 774 billion loss in 2023, and without dividend on that, and no tax to the government. I think it becomes a concern for the government and also for shareholders' sake. The government should look at what can they do, what to look at this company is survive. We have seen a lot of quoted companies in Nigeria that put them negative as a result of reform that we are seeing. Efforts, naira devaluation, on kind of a continued challenges we are seeing in the FX market. These have affected a lot of companies in Nigeria that they can't plan effectively. But those that have done proper integration, but that much is not reflected on them because they saw their material here. But any company that depends on imported goods or materials or imported either labor force or material or a loan from their parents' country, and can see that this is also impacting on them. We saw it in the market sector, the life of Nestle, we saw it in Guinness, we saw it in Nigeria. All these are also a point that government should look at. We also see that insecurity is also threatening a lot of companies here. I think this time government should come in and see that what they do to address this issue of effect that they put a lot of companies in losses. Also is also affecting government for not making revenue by way of tax, because you don't expect company that is putting a negative earnings to pay tax. These are the things that government should do that. Yeah, the government is losing, investors are losing. We need government to come and see that and rescue the companies in the sector and also rescue investors. But on the strength of this number, we saw that the PAT at the end of the day from 772.98 billion revenue turned negative of 392.69 billion against 108.4 billion profit in 2023. Now the company has posted a loss of 392.169. That means about 442% in the red. You can't expect this company to if this thing continue, we might even see more than the 774 that they posted in 2023. This already more than almost half of what they put as loss just in first quarter. I think this is the time government should look at it. It's all that needs to be done to make sure that this sector is survive, either increasing their tariff or not. I think government should also look at it that they must keep this company in operation because of the essential service they are rendering. Today, we have seen that the world has gone global, and we need the types of this providers also to be there for Nigeria to drive this economy, especially our global, our what we call the digital economy. That economy has to be powered by what? By this company. Yes, after the earning per share has done loss, I mean say loss per share of 18 naira 60 kobo against earning per share of 5 naira 10 kobo posted in first quarter 2023. At the end of the day, profit margin turned also huge negative of negative 52.15. Already that is already say that same minus already, or say mean was negative. It says that nothing is there for it to be called negative. You can just say that dash, you put it there. Me, no, can see also against the 19.1. Can see that this company has been well. The company has posted a profit margin of 19.1 in 2023 first quarter, turning a negative 52.1. You can see 1.5. You can see the impact of this FS losses. Yes, I will say that it's not only MTN. Look at the full year result that came from AIRTEL. AIRTEL result also, it's also weak and mixed, if I say, because I'll tell you, that of MTN is even better at all. But this is the full year. We have seen also, if you match all this also to Naira, you also understand what that's that the top line of AIRTEL for 2024 financial ended March 31st also declined by 5.3 or 5%. Put it there from 526 $26 billion to $4.89 billion in for the financial ended, and it has a lot of currency devaluation in most of the African countries, Nigeria, Kenya, and others that are affected. They are not sure that this is a kind of a duality company that has operation in almost 12 countries, especially in Africa. This also have, you can see that currency devaluation has also reflected, but according to them, especially from that of Nigeria, has impacted negatively on their operation. You can see that it started from the top line, marginally, and also we saw that also the bottom line, which is the VAT, turned loss also for the financial year ended March 31st, sorry. Just as MTN also posted a loss of almost 774 billion loss. We are seeing that this AIRTEL also posted 89.1 million dollar loss against $750 million profit, and that led to a negative of about 112% in the red. At the end of the day, it translates to a negative 38 naira and 49 kobo. Yet it is naira now because we have done the exchange conversion using the current exchange rate around the current rate of about 874.70 to do. That's why we are seeing it in naira as we speak right now. That is what 338 naira 49 kobo for loss for 2024 full year against the 77.84 in 2023. You can see that this is a good also loss from a positive earning per share of 77.8. And at the end of the day, we have seen PAT of what? PAT of negative 1.8 for 2024 against 14.3% in 2023. At the end of the day, we have seen that this company is doing also a final dividend of what? 3.57 cents as what as the final dividend for investors. Yes, I'm not surprised that the price is pulling back because Nigerian investors are becoming sophisticated. They understand that yes, it's a company that is posting a negative, and the yield also, because on the dividend they are paying, considering the high price, there's no much here. Unless, as we say, that government will look into it and see what they can do to keep these these companies here for this sector in business. I believe that investors are having medium and long-term mind to also use the opportunity of this negative numbers that we're seeing that are impacted on these numbers pulling back to take position for what for medium and long term in view. This is for the position of what for the telecom company, but I see a lot of potential in that sector due to what the nature of their service and also what the digital economy has brought into the world today. We need to understand that we can't do without data and others to run what digital economy. That is that this company has a lot that's going to work for them at the end of the day. I mean, this opportunity are seeing the price at this level, take an opportunity to buy into them. Yes, back to the market to see what is the data right away on the market. What is the market saying as we speak now? Is the market in red or in green? I'll say that the market, as I said earlier at the beginning of the market, has slid into red again for the straight 3 trading session now. This making it the 4 trading was that the market has also been on the south direction. Like I said, the market is making higher lows. This market is going down. They are breaking the critical support level about the 97,772. Now market has gone below that. We're seeing market almost as we speak now reading 97,357.56. Market down in terms of basic points by 116.42. It's about 0.1 2 or 1 4. So for me, this minor, this not much, but I tell you, the mode of the market remains bearish, and also when you see pullbacks of correction in any market, it's an opportunity for you to buy into value. That's why you must keep your eyes on the market and know what you are doing. Here, if you look at the market dynamics, what we call market breadth, is still negative as we speak now. We're having 13 losers against 18 buyers in the market. Among the top losers now, that PZ is leading by 10%. Don't forget that in the last 4 trading days, we are seeing PZ losing 13%. Like those that are in buyers and now, and also I've told you earlier that if you see this club, one is arrived, if you also go to buyers and now, it's still there. You have to, because I see the price coming down like a pack of salt. You need to know why it's coming down. I also posted a huge loss also for the first quarter that was released also for 2024. Then followed by UACN. UACN also is on the loser chart, losing 9.8 to trade at 13.40 kobo, followed by Academic Press, Human Bank back on the loser chart, and also Regency Insurance. These are the top 5 losers right away. Then on the gainer chart, also said the news of successful private placement by Natalizer. We have seen a turnaround in terms of price, riding for almost straight 1 week now, 5 days. Gaining 9%, 10%. I speak now, positive around 60 kobo, starting from what? Starting from not 20 kobo per signal it is now. That is a good one for the stock, but you have to trade with caution, this kind of stock, so that you won't be hooked in it. You have to see where they are going. That's why there's an injection of funds. That is not enough to jump into blindly. But you can still enjoy the rally if a trader that had the news at time and jump in. This time going to also take profit. If you look at that, then actually we're seeing that Guinea Insurance is also following. We're seeing Royal Exchange Insurance, also Police Microfinance, also on the top gainers this morning, and Federal Capital at the also trading around the 59 kobo, up by 1.7. These are the top gainers as we speak right away in the market. But in terms of activities, GTCO is leading, trading about 42 naira 30 kobo, traded 54.7 million share right away. Tantalizer traded 11.9 million share at 60 kobo. Access Power traded 11.5 million share at 17 naira 25 kobo, and ICO Insurance 7.8 million share at 1 naira, and initial PSC have traded 6.3 million at what? At 2 naira 19 kobo. This is the state of the market in terms of figure. But let's quickly go run to what to see what the chart is saying right away in the market. Our chart is telling us that the market is making a higher low. You can see here, market are broken out what the critical support level here, like I mentioned earlier, down on what? On a southward direction. That means market also remain on what? On a decline phase as we speak. After that, we saw that decline phase extending. This is the state of the market right away. But because of our time, there could be some chart up or some indicators, to help us see what is happening and what investors are doing at this time. Yes, we want to look at our original band right away to give us more information on what to do on this stock. Let's start to see what is happening. When you see this contraction and in the Bollinger, and when it's expansion, it's also send signal, and also the higher, what we call the upper line and also the lower line, as it also guiding you what to do. Actually, calling on that to see where is the market in the space of a Bollinger band. They quickly call up other indicators that I want to use today. We call our money flow, and also call our today, because we are using a Bollinger band, we will not use the see that there is a compulsion so that the lines will not complete. Okay, we can even change the line, and also let's see that we can change the line MACD, and also our C line. Our C line turn to what? Turn to it. This will not change the line. The color will change the color here. Change the color here. Color here. Change the color here. Sorry, change the color here. color to let's change the color to red. It's already red there. Let's change it to green. Change the color to green. Yes. You can see that the green line here is what our but if you come here, you can see that there's a kind of a contraction here. You see expansion. You can see there was a contraction here before market move out. You see expansion. You also saw it here. Also, we're also similar thing here. What will bring the market out here at this point? And also that the market is already at the lower no but will linger. And we see such thing. It's also a signal to buy. And also, if you look at your money flow has turned up now this morning. I think looking up around 45.2 52 or 5.3, and also consider that MACD is still remain a bit marginally, MACD remain bullish. More consider that the activity is not much here, but this is a good one. But I've seen that a mixed sentiment. I've seen sell off, kind of selling sentiment, I know for almost 4 3 days now in the market. But let's see how the market will go from here as we speak. But I think that we are seeing a sign that market already at a good buy region, who to call it the buy region. You have sell region and demand zone. Now we're already coming to demand zone. Let's see how the market will take react to it. And also the outcome of the MPC meeting, the outcome of the figure we're expecting today, the inflation figure, all these one investors will put it together to take what informed decision going into the future. It's very, very important. But let's look at the 1 hour chart. Is it saying on index? 1 hour chart is almost the same thing as we speak now. Also 2 hour chart. Also look at what the position of 2 hour chart here. It's also telling us the same thing that Bollinger Bond telling us that but money flow is flat at 59 on a 2 hour chart. And let's look at what the 4 hour chart will call it today for today. This is the position of the market. On 4 hour chart, money flow is also really looking down sharply to hit the 20.7. This is the market. Quickly, let's look at what is happening in GT code right away. GT code, let's see the momentum that is GT code as we speak. GT code, let's see the momentum there because of our time. Will not do much on it. You can see that the 4 hour chart for GT code is not looking bad. You can see remain strong above the T line. You can see money floating and really 82 on 4 hour chart, and MACD is bullish. So if we look at what is the 1 hour chart saying on GT code, also we see that it's trading flat from what from T line. What means a good one, but we see the money flow have slowed down sharply. Also recently you can see almost 51, but still above the 50, and MACD has gone also marginally. What is happening and ICO right away is very, very important. And this ICO on I see ICO now. I can see ICO for me. The ICO is not doing badly. You can see the stock right now. Like the position. ICO is still trading flat on the trigger. Okay, sorry. ICO is coming up now. Okay, this ICO. ICO, you can see that ICO has formed a position of horizontal support and resistance. See where it goes up until ICO break out this 1 naira, 1 naira 4 kobo or 1 naira kobo before you can see an uptrend. ICO have got as high as almost 165, 170 before now. But recently you can see that where it is now, you can see even the MACD, the Bollinger Band is saying that it's a range that this stock is getting coming down. Once a breakout of this range, that will compound. But that also money flow is looking down, which is not that the funds is not entering the stock much. That is also until we expect to see this insurance number that will change the perception for this industry. On this note, I will say thank you for your time and see you on Friday, hopefully by God grace. Also look forward to see you at the coming one with an answer on Saturday. Bye and enjoy the rest of your